You are listening to Fucking Fuckity Fuck with Sarge and Frenzy.
Those motherfuckers.
It's the Fuckity Fuck hour. Time to get into some Fuckity Fuck. What's the Fuckity Fuck of the day today, Frenzy?
It's all the fucks today.
All the fucks? Every single one?
All of them.
We're pulling out all the fucks for the Fuckity Fuck hour.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes crow, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks say quack, and fish go blub, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say? What the fuck say? What the fuck say? Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. What the fuck say? What the fuck say? Big blue eyes, pointy nose.
Okay, welcome to the introduction to episode 121 with comedian Ian Edwards. Ian Edwards, known as the funniest guy in the world. So we sit down with him. We were really excited about that, and we hope you enjoy it, because we sure did. This song I'm jamming out to is by Ylvis. I'm not sure how you say it. Ylvis. It's called The Fox. It's pretty badass. Alright, let's get into it. Here we go. With Ian Edwards.
What the fuck say? What the fuck say? What the fuck say? Shut up and sit down.
You are listening to Sarge Approved. But you already knew that. What's up, Frenzy?
What is up? How are you?
I'm good. We haven't done a show in like a week now.
I know, it's weird.
But we've got a pretty badass guest tonight. What do we got?
Yes, we've been looking forward to this guest. This guest lives in Los Angeles, and he slings jokes.
The funniest comedian in the world.
Ian Edwards. What's up, Ian?
I'm good, man. Thanks for the intro. You say that to all the funniest comedians in the world, I bet.
We really don't.
Honestly, have not. This
We
is
usually
the first time.
say like they're not that funny, but still listen to us.
I say that because I have heard on multiple occasions you referred to as the funniest comedian in the world.
All right. I'll take that credit.
How does that make you feel?
And
man?
I'll live up to it.
That's a heavy weight to carry.
Nah, just have fun and try to work hard and just go for it. Why not?
You are.
Some people are gonna agree, and most people won't. So fuck it.
Yeah, that's true. You can't please everybody. You can't make everybody laugh, unfortunately.
Nope,
Right.
but that wouldn't be funny.
There are people I do think are funnier than me, which is good because it gives me a goal
Right.
to try to get to and get past. But yeah.
So
But
how
I'm not
did
gonna
you?
hate on somebody's opinion.
No,
Of-
absolutely not.
If it's a good one, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you get into the whole comedy situation? Where, did you know from a young age, or what was your?
I was just like, kind of working at a Burger King, and I was just being funny there, like on a daily basis, and just cracking jokes. And there was a friend of mine. He worked there. His name was Greg Ellis, and he's he actually lives in Minnesota right now, and he's a DJ there.
Really?
He does weddings and shit. Yeah.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah. I had Greg Ellis,
All right.
or Game Ellis, and
I have to look.
and he
Friends writing that down. She's
I
gonna
just
look him
clicked
up.
my pen.
yeah, look him up, yeah. And he was like the funniest person at Burger King, and I always had fun working with him. And he made me realize that when somebody's fun or funny, it's a good way to be. It makes the day go faster, and life is kind of better. So then I just it encouraged me to tap into my funny side. And then while I was like taking some customer's order and just joking around, a customer pulled around to the drive-through window to get his food, and he was like, "Hey man, did you just take my order?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Man, you're funny, you should try comedy." And then I was like, gave him his food, thanked him, he left, and I was like, shit, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, some stranger I never met before, I don't know who it was, and I just took their advice.
Damn.
That's how easy it was for you to get me on your podcast.
That's awesome. That's super cool, though.
But I knew right then and there that's what
it?
I was going to do
Yeah.
for the rest of my life.
That's
once
awesome.
that person said that.
For our listeners out there, you just heard that Ian Edwards is very, very encourageable. It is easy.
Yeah. If it's a good idea,
He's easy.
Yeah.
good idea, my intuition will be like, that's it.
So
That's
And
so cool.
I won't go against it.
random stranger at the drive-thru got Ian Edwards into comedy.
Yeah. Well, I think it's funny because I'm a huge fan of comedy and comedians, so is Sarge. And I kind of have the same mentality ever since I got my first job, maybe when I was 13. But anytime I've ever had a job, I always gravitate towards those people that make you laugh and make work, the day go by faster.
Yeah. Right.
How great
So I
is
can
it
totally
have-
relate to that. Because you have to have that
You gotta
person.
have at least one person.
And when they're not
Right,
working,
right.
you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
today's going to suck.
Yeah, it's bad enough
Right.
that you have to clock in and do pull a 9 to 5 every day.
Yeah.
Right. But the person that makes the work day good.
Yeah.
Like every job should employ workers that can do the job, but you should definitely employ the worker who's going to make your employees love coming to work.
Yes.
That's a good position. They might not tell you that, but they should definitely look for that person. Mm-hmm.
That's I love that.
And everybody's like, how come that guy's not doing any work? Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
He's a subpar employee.
He's having fun,
It
yeah.
makes the day more enjoyable.
Yeah.
He used to sit in the corner, eat free Burger King, and just sling jokes all day. He makes the day
there you
better.
go.
That's his job. That's funny. So, and you live on the West Coast right now.
Oh, yeah,
Why
for
do you
sure.
say it like that?
I don't know, because I don't. If someone
Do you have a
lives
problem
on
with
the East
people who
Coast,
live
I
on the
say
West
it differently.
Coast?
If I say someone lives in Canada,
You
wherever
said-
they live, I just change my tone.
You
Doesn't
said that in a very condescending way.
No, I didn't.
West Coast.
I wasn't trying to be condescending.
Fine. I thought it was condescending.
It's all good. I didn't even take it that way.
Good.
I just think it bust her balls.
I know.
So yeah, you're coming from where, LA area?
Yeah, I'm from New York, but I live in LA.
You're from a bunch of places, actually. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like Jamaica and England, New York.
Born in England.
And
We were
now LA.
just listening to your 100% Half-Assed album
Oh,
tonight, and I love that Jamaican bit. If you remember that bit when you were talking about being from Jamaica.
right.
That was
I talk about what is it? Somebody just reminded me of that joke the other day about my great grandfather was a slave.
Oh
Who works in the
yeah, that one too. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
The-
that one.
And the vegan, I have a sausage
the
belt and
vegan.
it goes all the way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
are you still a vegan? You still
yeah. I'm still vegan. I still experiment with it.
yeah? How long is
We'll
it
see.
now?
Only 10 years.
Really? Wow.
Do you eat
Yeah.
a lot of tofu? Do you like tofu?
Nah, I'm not a big fan of tofu.
tried
I mean,
it.
I've eaten it.
Yeah.
Anybody
I've
really a
tried
fan
it.
of tofu? Honestly,
Well, I think there's people that act like they are, but they're not. Like, They're trying to get other people to try it.
There's some weirdos that are into it.
It's like a sponge,
It doesn't
literally.
have any taste.
Yeah, you can probably deep fry it.
Yeah, you can spice it up. Like I've made tofu scramble, which is like fake scrambled eggs, and the seasoning. I see the look on your face, but the seasoning on it kind of tastes. I don't know what they did. There's this box of tofu scramble. You sprinkle it on the
it comes
mushed
pre-made.
up. Yeah, and it should taste like eggs. So
Really?
No.
that's as close as you can get for me.
Yeah.
But what I haven't had eggs in so long. Yeah, it tastes like eggs. So I think that's a part of the key ingredient. If you haven't had eggs in a long time, the shit will taste like
But
your memory of eggs.
Don't you wonder
Yeah,
what
your
they're,
memory of
don't
eggs.
you wonder what they're putting in that to make it taste like eggs? Like where do you get egg
nah.
flavoring from?
It's
Not at all.
How do you make egg flavoring?
well, how do you make butter spray flavor like butter like
Yeah, how do you make
ham
anything?
that tastes like butter? That's not butter.
That's a good point. How do you
Parquet
make
is not
anything?
butter.
Right.
There's
How
not
do you
many
make
things I
anything?
actually know how to make.
Yeah, we're all being poisoned. Even vegans are getting poisoned. So it don't matter.
That's true. You just
yeah.
gotta kind of pick your poison, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
So do you pick the pesticide poison from all the fruits and veggies?
I do try to go for organic fruits or whatever.
so
And then
much more
sometimes you don't. It's just
Yeah.
whatever.
I think it's cool that most local, streamlined and major cities have in the grocery stores, they have the option to buy regular or organic. I mean, they
Yeah, and then-
have the option.
And then how do we know those are still organic? It's just
Right.
got a label on it. So
Exactly.
it's just you're just paying more probably for a label. Hopefully it's organic, but who knows?
A label, or you last week I bought a pint of strawberries that were organic, so I was like, I'm gonna try it and see if they taste different or whatever, and they spoiled literally in a day and a half from
Oh,
the
yeah,
time
those
that I
are
bought them
organic
at the
then.
store.
Those are organic then.
So I have to eat them within an 8-hour window.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything
Eat
that's
those immediately.
all the shit that's not good for you will last for decades. Just put it in your cupboard.
Yeah.
20 years from now, you can still eat it.
Yeah.
All the
Well,
preservatives.
So you are someone that I would think cares about what they put in their body, being a vegan and everything, and whatever choice you've chosen to do that. But have you ever watched any of those documentaries on Netflix or any of the shows, the show channels about food, like chickens?
Yeah.
I watched
I've
one.
seen
I can't
them.
remember the name of it, but I haven't been able to buy chicken since then. I just can't
you
do
haven't?
it.
Chicken tastes so good.
How long
Tastes
ago was
so
that?
good. Probably about 3 months ago. And I used to buy
alright.
chicken probably twice a week.
They got the free range chickens. You gotta have free range chickens in Minnesota, right? No?
Yeah, they do. I can't afford that.
It's so expensive to try to not kill yourself when it comes to food.
I know. Exactly. They
Well,
make
yeah,
it
that's
you
That's
They
the
make you
issue. They make it
only
so
be able
hard.
to afford to kill yourself.
Yeah. You can go to McDonald's and get a burger that's not probably even 85% cow. It's something else.
But let me tell you something. And maybe I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I feel like if somebody makes fun of vegans, right? And I'm never pro-vegan. I just do what I do, and then if somebody asks me a question, I answer. But if somebody says, you're a vegan, you eat cardboard, you don't eat meat, and they clown me, but they eat at McDonald's, and if they think they're getting meat in their burger, you're more vegan than me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's more filler in that shit than meat.
It's maybe
this-
1% meat and the rest is chemicals.
This is how I know McDonald's wasn't serving meat, because when they had the Kobe beef burger, they said real beef. I'm like, what the fuck you been selling all along in the mother burger?
Exactly. That's what
Give it away in that commercial.
Yeah, it's I can't remember if I think it's Wendy's. I don't know I know you have Jack in the Box and you have different fast food places out on the West Coast, but I think it was Wendy's or some other kind of fast food joint, but they were 99-cent nuggets. They don't even say that there's chicken in them. What are they?
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
just
You got to
nuggets.
watch out for those things. I used to
it was
get
Burger
those
King.
nuggets.
Yeah.
I used to get those nuggets, the Wendy's nuggets, 99 cents. I used to feel special. I was like,
Yeah, but I
Thank
think
you,
the
Wendy's.
Wendy's ones are actually chicken. I think it's Burger King that had the 99-cent nuggets, and they didn't say chicken nuggets, or
They probably
it just said
legally were
nuggets.
not allowed
Just say
to
nuggets,
say
yeah.
Yeah,
that they were
just
chicken.
nuggets.
hey, if you don't notice, they don't say chicken.
Yeah.
They just springboarding off the fact that other people have chicken nuggets, and they just say nuggets.
Plus fast food joints have happy hour now from like 2 to 5 or 2 to 4, where you
serve
can get
drinks?
like, not drinks, but they serve you like a sugary equivalent of an
A
alcoholic
sugary
would want.
equivalent.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
So it's like a Mr. Misty from Dairy Queen for $1
That
and a
might kill you
burger.
faster than alcohol.
I think so. I mean, there's multiple places. Taco John's, Dairy Queen. There's probably a few more. Wendy's. I know Arby's does it. Chipotle does it. They have happy hour.
Oh, word. That's hilarious.
Yeah, fast food happy hour.
Wow.
They're just trying to get it in. They're trying to make money every way they can.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're trying to get all the markets.
So many more people these days are trying to get healthy. It's become.
Yeah, they also all have salads too. They also kind of got more healthier too.
Yeah.
Who goes to McDonald's for a salad though?
Well, if you have young kids,
I don't know. I don't
your
go to
kids-
McDonald's. Period. Tell me what you see when you go there.
It's not good. I go there. I haven't probably been there in probably a year, but I have a 8-year-old son, and when he was probably 4 or 5, I needed to like release stress. So I was like, just go play in the ball pit for like 10 minutes. But he
Right.
always wanted a Happy Meal. And I would be the cheap mom, and I'd order just the burger and the fries and get him a cup of water, and then ask if I could buy the toy for 99 cents, because it was $3 versus $5.99 or whatever. But I don't know, it's just, McDonald's is gross. Like, don't eat at McDonald's, people. It's not good. But it's easy. I get it.
It's easy. And that's the deal. The convenience of it. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you don't feed that to your kids or your family, like, they won't ever know what it is. They won't
Right.
ever crave it.
Right. Do you cook?
I do cook. I love to cook. Yes.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I've been doing the keto thing for probably the past 2 months. So
Yeah,
hardly any carbs. It's
Yeah,
hard.
the keto's hot out here.
It's a lot of cauliflower, a lot of veggies, meat, like fatty stuff. That
She's making we've completely cut out all the bread and all that shit, and she's making all kinds of cauliflower things, like cauliflower pizza. So
Oh, that's dope.
it's so
Oh,
good.
for real? You make a cauliflower pizza with that's for the crust?
that's the crust.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, how do you? Oh, send me a link on that. How do you
Okay,
do that?
I will. It's super easy, and honestly, super
snap.
easy.
It's
Oh, for real?
better than regular
It takes
pizza.
probably an hour for
Oh,
the whole
get outta here.
process, but
It's
it's
so fucking
so good.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
made a cauliflower mash the other day, and our kids were like, we told them it was cheesy mashed potatoes, and they totally believed us. They're like, this is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to lie to those kids, man. If you're real parents, lie to those kids.
Oh,
Care about
fuck
them, you
yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
lie to them.
if you lie to them, if you care about them, yeah, if you love your kids, lie.
Oh, it's crazy. I made broccoli frittatas last night, which is basically the same consistency of a cauliflower pizza, but you form it like in pancakes. Melt like cheese on top, and like kind of like, I guess, what you would consider like a veggie burger, but it's just broccoli.
She's like a mad scientist in the kitchen lately.
Oh, that's dope.
She's experimenting with things, and 99.9% of the time it hits, and it's
It
just
hits.
awesome. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I need to mess around in this
I'll
kitchen
send
more.
you some recipes. Do you have a Pinterest account?
Oh, nah. Well, actually, I might. I just never on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, get
Yeah,
one
yeah.
going, and I'll send you recipes.
All right, bet. Or you could just Facebook me on that link.
I'll do that too,
Yeah,
and I'll
yeah.
find some vegan ones for you to try, maybe that are new.
Yeah, I'll try that cauliflower pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had I was talking to you earlier. We work with Eddie Ift, you know Eddie,
Yeah, I know Eddie.
for his bingo show, his podcast,
Oh, word.
and he's trying to get you on the show. Did
What does he mean trying to get me? All you have to do is hit me.
I know, right? He
How'd you get me on this show? You just hit me up.
Yes.
What's this trying thing?
he's trying to organize his chaotic life and schedule. That he's not an organized guy.
Okay, I understand that. I'm disorganized too. Like But I did a show. Yeah, I've done shows with Eddie before. Like, I did some benefit to raise money for his white kids' rich school. So I've done that.
It's awesome.
So he can organize some things.
Yeah.
And it was like right after Black History Month, too. I was like, that's good.
Oh, it's perfect. So it was like March 1st.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, March 1st. Yeah, like right after Black History Month, giving back to white schools. Yeah.
So I have kind of a funny story. Before we had asked you to be on the podcast, before even tonight, probably an hour or two before we started talking with you, Sarge and I are going to LA this coming weekend for vacation.
Oh yeah, we're gonna Friday,
and we get there Friday at like noon, and we've got tickets for for 3 different shows at the Comedy Store.
Right.
And we just saw that you're going to be there on Saturday the 14th. So we're going to that show. We just bought tickets for it like an hour before we talked to you. And I was like, he's going to be there. That's crazy.
Oh, which show is that?
It's
Was it Saturday night?
Yeah, Saturday at 10.
Oh, Saturday night?
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
At 10, all right.
He's like, oh yeah.
All right, cool.
He's like, I'm going to jet out.
Yeah,
I'm going to call him.
Because, I'm going to call in sick that night. Sorry, y'all. My bad.
Rude.
Now, I have a whatchamacallit. I have a conflict, so I got to get from the Ice House, I think, that night but I'll work it out. I'll do both.
Is Darren doing the Ice House that night?
Darren Chase, I think, is doing the Ice House. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it is Saturday.
Is it?
One of our buddies that's from Minnesota, he is going to be doing the Ice House too, I think, Saturday.
I think so.
Oh, where? I had a show with, let me type it up, with Michael Yo that Saturday at the Ice House.
I saw that. I was looking at all the comedy stuff that was happening this weekend, because that was kind of like Sarge wanted to go see comedy, and I did too, but I also wanted to go to the beach and revisit my old stomping grounds, so we got the best of both.
Oh, so you used to live in L.A.?
Yeah, only for a year, though. I only made it a year.
Oh.
She got out.
She got out?
I loved it. No, I loved it.
Why were you living in L.A.?
All of my other friends and people that I knew after graduated high school went to college right away, and I got a job at a restaurant. And then when I turned 21, I decided to move out there and just see what it was like, just to be away from small town stuff, and worked like 5 different jobs.
Oh, okay.
Find yourself, right?
Yeah, to find myself.
You know what I did when I turned 21? I went to Iraq.
Yeah,
that's
found myself there.
Harder.
Oh, snap. Oh. Damn, son.
I'd rather been in California.
Yeah, you could have went to California, went to Iraq. How long were you there?
A year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah.
What type of unit were you in? Like,
I was Army.
Marines?
Army, military police. Yeah.
He's a badass.
I was just young and dumb enough to join. I was 17 when I joined, though. 17.
I know, you're
Instead of going to college, I joined the military.
Damn, that's how you found just...
Yeah.
I didn't join the military. I just got a job and wanted to make money.
I needed that structure.
Some people join the military. Some people go to California, you know?
Yeah.
People have different ways of doing things.
Some might think that joining the military that young, at least in my opinion, I think it could be, like, you know, you can get a lot of structure from the military, but also a lot of the basic things you do in your everyday life, like when you're a civilian, is done for you in the military. You don't have to think about it, like your food, your clothing, where you live, all that stuff. You know exactly what you're going to do every day. You have your orders.
That's a good benefit.
It is, but then when you get out, you know, you join when you're 17 for high school.
Yeah.
And then you get out at 23, I think I was, 24, 23. And all of a sudden you have to be an adult in the real world again.
Yeah, you miss the routine, but not even being an adult again. You were never taught how to be an adult in the real world.
Yeah.
Lost you.
I'm just going to do audio just in case that works better.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
But before we got cut off, Sarge just talked me into joining the Army.
Yes.
He said they get more shit done for you by 6 a.m. than I get done my life.
Right?
Yeah.
But you seem you seem like a pretty disciplined guy. I mean, you're a successful comedian.
I have a good work ethic.
Well, I mean, you seem you're disciplined when it comes to your diet. It appears like you work out. You've got the creepy, what looks like a jiu-jitsu dummy behind you. I'm assuming that's what that is.
This jiu-jitsu dummy gets more rest than me. That's how disciplined.
That's okay. You still have one though. Like we're gonna put in the effort. And just maybe
start. I'm good at starting things. You know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It sounds like a good idea.
You just set it up like a sentry to ward off burglars in the middle of the night. Giant dude sitting at the table.
I would use it as like a second closet. I would like hang stuff off of it.
No, that's coming. That's gonna happen for sure.
I honestly, laundry to me is like the worst thing to have to do. I don't mind taking the clothes downstairs and putting them in the washer and even putting them in the dryer, but folding them, putting them away is even weird? Worse.
I kind of like folding clothes.
You like folding clothes, and then every time you do, I look and I'm like, fuck, I have to put them away now.
It's a good yin and yang, though.
Hilarious. It's kind of therapeutic, folding and putting away clothes.
Fold clothes?
I do that when I do it when I have to write.
Yeah.
I do it when I have to write. Because
it takes your mind off stuff?
Yeah, like normally I notice, like if I watch it, from the East Coast, so when I started comedy, I lived on the East Coast. When I was washing my car or fixing it, a bit would come to me, like an idea.
Yeah.
So, and there's studies that show like if you're doodling or drawing or taking a shower or just doing something like folding your clothes. So whenever I'm writing and I'm stuck, I'll just go upstairs if I just did laundry and start folding. And then whatever I'm stuck on will unfold because I'm not so focused on this thing. And then it'll come to me, then I'll stop folding, go downstairs and continue writing. And then I gotta get blocked again. I'll go back upstairs.
That's cool that you recognize that that's something that works for you, you know?
Yeah.
Because you could just get pissed off and be like, I'm stuck. But you've figured out a way to kind of help unblock that.
Yeah. There's different ways, different techniques. Instead of just staring at the computer and it's staring back. You ruining your eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a routine when you write? Do you set aside time every day to sit down and write, or have any kind of particular routine when you do it?
Well, I want to get up in the morning and write, because right now I'm kind of free and I'm just want to work on an hour for a comedy special. So I'm kind of free. Yeah, but the only thing that's for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
But the only thing that's in my way right now is the World Cup. So that's over on Sunday.
Yes.
And then after Sunday, I'll right now I've just been getting up in the morning to watch these games that come on 5 a.m. in the morning. And then,
that's right. You're a soccer
Who are you rooting for?
You?
Well, I was rooting for England, but I didn't think they would get this far.
Ooh.
But so I've also been liking France. I've been liking Brazil, but they're out. I've been liking Belgium, but France got rid of Belgium today. I was just looking at the favorites. Spain is out. Germany's out.
I know, Germany. I'm sad. My mom's from Germany. I have a German soccer t-shirt. I'm sad.
You can still wear it.
My family is probably wasted and crying right now.
You can get a lot of German. You can get a lot of German shit on sale right now, so you're lucky. Go shopping. Good time.
I can order my son some shit for next year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're a big soccer nut.
That's cool.
You've I'm assuming because you were born overseas, is that what got you into soccer at an early age?
Yeah, that's a sport I grew up on.
Well, that's us in American football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what we grew up on.
You'd probably be totally into the NFL or something, maybe.
Yeah, I used to be into the NFL a lot. I'm a big Giants fan. I had some good times, and then I even like the Jets, but the Jets are just, you can just count on the Jets with disappointment.
Oh yeah, but the Jets picked up our little quarterback guy, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or
It's
a bad
a good thing. Well, I don't know. He basically almost had to amputate his leg last year during practice. He fucked it up, but your Jets picked him up. So I'm. Go ahead.
But don't they have a quarterback that they drafted 2 years ago or something like that?
Yeah, is that Sam Darnold
but he
or
sucks.
something? I think they drafted this year or last year. But yeah, the Jets. We'll see. They're.
I'm not expecting anything glorious coming from them this season, but they do have Teddy, so that's.
It sounds like you just like Teddy.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean he's a good player. You just like Teddy.
Yeah.
And you're just happy on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have some player loyalty no matter what team they're on. But
yeah, that's true.
Do you follow any other sports besides soccer? Is that kind of your main jam?
Up until like 2 years ago, everything became too much. Like I have a podcast about soccer. It's called Soccer Comic Rant, and it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch all the European soccer and follow basketball, follow the NBA, and follow the NFL. I just wouldn't get anything done. I remember just spending watching all the NBA playoff games, and just time consuming. So I used to watch college football, college basketball. It's just too much shit. You gotta have a life. You're stuck inside the house.
That's how I was too with NBA basketball and NFL. I was a junkie for both. Yeah. And I finally after Jordan retired in '98, and then I was kind of lost interest in the NBA because I was a giant Bulls fan back in the '90s.
But don't you think it's gotten a little ridiculous? Like LeBron signed with the Lakers for $154 million for 4 years. Like, are you serious? Like, that's
just jumping all over the place.
I mean,
ridiculous how?
It's hard for me to believe that he has any loyalty to any team. Like, great, you loved Cleveland, you played there, but it's just, for me, it just seems like it's more about the money.
I like seeing a player like that, a legend, staying with one team their whole career is something kind of cool.
I do too.
Granted, he has the right to do whatever the hell he wants.
No, he does.
Whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think he did. He's done for Cleveland more than he won them a championship. They went to the finals 3 times or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe 4,
5 times actually.
Oh, 5. Yeah,
5?
It's like
they only won it once.
In less than a whole career. So he's for Cleveland than people that stayed in Cleveland their entire lives. So it's like he can do. I think he's earned the right to do whatever he's wanted. He gave them what they never had.
No, I agree with you. Like, he has the right to do whatever he wants. There's something about players that stay with their team because of auto.
But it's also believing in abuse too, because if your owners aren't treating you as good as you're giving them, why stay?
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Is he not getting treated well by the owners? I gotta imagine that they would do whatever the hell LeBron asked. He could do no wrong in Cleveland, I would imagine. But I don't know.
I just feel like, and I didn't really follow the NFL, NBA. That's how bad I'd follow the NBA this year. I'm calling it the NFL. Yeah.
It's called basketball. Ian,
oh, my bad. Shit. I get that shit mixed up. But I don't know. I just hear that they just didn't get the right team together.
Well,
which you have to.
Yeah. Just if you think about how the contracts are different between the NFL and the NBA, they're different. And it's not only about money, it's about being secure too. Like, they totally are different.
Fine. I think he is financially okay.
No, I'm not saying I'm not talking about LeBron right now. I'm talking about the difference between the NBA and the NFL and how the contracts are.
God, the contracts in the NBA are ridiculous, and they're all guaranteed.
Summer money, but also security too. Like,
this is how I always think of it, especially for the NBA. Like, nobody's offering you that amount of money unless they're making way more. Like, everybody, when you listen to sports, this is why I don't listen to sports commentary. There's a very few people I listen to that are very good, but everybody else, they say the same things. It's like, hey, I'm not even a sports person, and I know you're staring me down the wrong lane. Whenever you focus on a player's salary, like that means some owner can afford to pay that player and everybody else on the team. That person has the real money. So, but every time there's a deal in sports, they always focus on what the player is making, and then this owner's in the shadows making billions.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, and this person is going to be, this athlete is going to come and go, and then there's going to be a new athlete, and this owner is going to pay that person. This owner is going to be consistently making those billions. So it's like, I never, like a lot of sports anchors just seem jealous of athletes who are making money.
no,
And
I think they should make as much fucking money as they can. I just think it's weird that, Chris Paul, do you know who he is from the NBA?
Yeah.
He is making $40 million a year. And then some quarterbacks in the NFL, they may not be elite, but they're making $10 million a year. And then another NBA player, Zach LaVine, was signed for $80 million over 4 years. And he wasn't even a free agent. He was a restricted free agent. And that's fine. Like, they have the money to do it. I just think it's interesting.
You guys want to hear a fun stat?
Between the two.
Fun stat.
What's the fun stat?
Back in '98, when Jordan won his last title against the Utah Jazz, that season, he was making more money that season than the entire Jazz roster.
What?
And he earned it.
Starting lineup.
And he earned it. He's the best player the world had. I don't know if he's the best player the world has ever seen, because I always think about Bill Russell. I always think about Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
But he was he deserved it. He generated more than that.
Oh my God, yeah.
So you remember, it doesn't happen as often anymore, but athletes, like well-known athletes that play multiple professional sports, mostly it's usually
like Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders.
Yeah, it's usually the NFL and
Tim Tebow.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
But so what do you think are the top three guys that have done that?
There's only been
I think you just named them.
Yeah, pretty much.
the only Bo Jackson,
Deion
Sanders, and who else was there?
There's been some crappy ones.
Jim Thorpe.
Yeah, Jim Thorpe.
He's old as shit. He won gold medals at the 1912 Olympics. Like, he's old. And then Brian Jordan, who was the first round draft pick of the Cardinals in '88, and a seventh round selection of the Bills in '89.
But the only ones I can think of that were actually good in both sports are Deion and Bo Jackson.
Yeah,
and Bo
Jackson's number 1. Deion is number 5.
Right.
Charlie Berry, Ernie Nevers, Tom Brown. I don't know. Greasy Neal. How cool would it be if your nickname was Greasy?
Greasy.
Greasy.
Greasy?
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm curious to know how he got that nickname. What did he do to earn that?
I don't know.
Something greasy.
He was the coach for the Eagles for 10 years, from 1941 to 1950, during which they finished in second 3 times and first 3 times.
All right. So he turned out to be a good coach, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I never heard of him.
No, I haven't either.
All right, Gracie.
Greasy.
Greasy.
Is it Graisley or Gracie?
Greasy.
Greasy Neal?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Hilarious. That sounds shady as fuck.
Right? And Neal is spelled Neale, not like Neil. It's a fancy Neal.
So, Ian, how long, switching topics here, how long have you been out in L.A.?
Over 15 years.
Oh, wow.
It's been a minute, yeah.
But you came up in New York in the comedy scene, right?
Yeah, started in New York, yeah.
Do you travel outside the U.S. very often to do comedy?
Yeah, last few years I've been to Ireland, been to Canada, been to Australia, and I want to get to more places. I've been other places besides that, but yeah, you definitely get to travel, done shows in Hawaii, even though it's still America. And there's a lot of interesting places you get to go. And I did a tour with Tosh.
Oh,
nice.
That was dope. That was like 2 years ago, and we did what did we do? We did 21 states in 24 days, and we did like all the big football colleges and basketball colleges.
It's very cool.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That had to be in one, obviously probably a fucking blast, but was that exhausting? That many shows, that many states in that many days?
It's just like we didn't. It's like it was almost like run with military precision. Like we just we get to the town. We flew to Iowa, right?
Yeah.
And then we got on these tour buses and we drove to, I think, Iowa. It's two Iowa schools, so we drove to one of them, like one of the big ones, Iowa State or whatever the other Iowa is.
Yeah, what are they, Hawkeyes, something like that?
Something like that. I could get the booklet out. And then, so we drove there that night, had that night off. Then the next night we did the show. Right, we ordered dinner at a restaurant before the show, and then we did the show. And then when we got on our buses, the food was there, and we drove to the next state/town.
Oh, really?
And then we check into the hotel 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, whenever we get there. Then hang around, like have lunch that day. Then do the show, order dinner again before the show. After the show, get right back on the bus, drive to the next town. And while we're driving in the middle of the night, we'd like watch a movie on the bus, talk shit, go to sleep. And then when we pull up to the hotel, they just be like, if you woke up, it's the hotel, and if you didn't wake up, you just slept. And just rinse and repeat, you know.
So there wasn't very little time spent in each state. You didn't really get to go out and, you know,
like during the day, like you wake up, you check into the hotel. Say you wake up like 11, 12 or whatever time you woke up, I just go explore. This is how I would explore the state. I would like wake up in the hotel and then find out where I could get a smoothie, and I'd walk to there. And it'd be like somewhere in town, and I'd just ask questions and go see shit.
Yeah.
And then go back to the room, sleep some, get ready for the show, and then boom.
You basically had time for a smoothie and a couple other things.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you need. Yeah.
I suppose you've seen it all. You've been doing comedy for how long now?
Over 20 years.
Oh yeah, you're
awesome.
a veteran. I'm sure you've seen pretty much everything there is to see in most of the states.
I'm sure it's hard.
So.
I'm sure it's hard to pick, and I wouldn't ever ask for you to pick one. But what are some of your favorite places? No, what are some, not one, of your favorite places to go?
That's an easy. I just like going to. I like going to places I like going to. So like Hawaii, San Francisco, New York, Miami, Chicago. And there's other places that surprise me, like Iowa.
Minneapolis.
Surprise me. I haven't been to Minneapolis in a minute, so I don't know.
You need to.
I don't know if it's popping or not, you know?
It's totally popping.
We've got a surprisingly great comedy scene here.
Oh, yeah. You know what? A friend of mine, his name is Davey Wester. He just moved back to L.A., and he said there's a good comedy scene there. And I got booked at Acme twice.
Yes,
and
Acme's awesome.
I heard that's a dope spot, but I had to cancel both times or postpone. So I don't even know if they'll have me back. But yeah, I do want to do that spot for sure. It's
honestly, and you can ask, you know, any comedian who's been around the country, any road comic. Acme has probably got to be at least top 5 in the country.
Yeah,
for comedy.
I heard.
Yeah, but
I've been to Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I've been to and I love Madison, Wisconsin.
You would love Minneapolis.
Oh, okay, cool. I want to do Acme. I don't want to do, and I've never been there, but I don't want to do the club in the mall. That just sounds.
Rick Bronson's, yeah.
And I've never been there. Nothing against it. I might eat my words, but I don't want to do a show in the mall. But the Acme spot sounds dope.
But this is not your average mall, my friend.
Yeah, and
this is the Mall of America.
And the crazy thing is
it's America's mall.
The window for you is probably left, so maybe think about it for next year. But in the summertime, the Mall of America is insane. People travel from all over the world to take their vacation at the Mall of America.
Oh, you know what? It's probably like a Vegas casino, so it'll probably be good. It'll probably be like that. So maybe I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need to come. Maybe I just need to come there in the summertime because I've just heard of people like with death stories of like, and you know what? Yeah. And maybe it's comics. Sometimes comics like to complain.
It'd be any human being would not enjoy visiting this place in the winter, and we live here and we don't enjoy it. So I don't feel
maybe that's what it is. All right.
Yeah.
And when you come, we're going to take you to go have a Juicy Lucy.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Yeah, ask Eddie about the Juicy Lucy.
He can't have one, though. He can't have one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't eat meat.
I'll make him a broccoli one.
Tofu one. You gotta get going. You got a show or something, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta do the Irvine Improv.
All right. Well, we'll maybe see you next Saturday when we're in town.
Yeah, holler at me. Yeah, hit me on Facebook. Yeah. And then if you see me at the store, I'm bad with faces, especially since the Skype was so dark. Just tell me it's you. You know what I mean?
We should come up with a code word quick. Like, we should come
greasy.
up with a
code
greasy.
word is greasy.
Hi, Ian. How about that?
Yeah, we could. Well, obviously, hi, Ian, and then
Sarge
whisper
and
like greasy.
Greasy. So, I mean, if you want to make it weird, it's up to you. It's cool. It's all
I like
good.
weird.
The code word is cauliflower pizza.
Cauliflower pizza. We got a few of them.
I have one in my trunk of my rental car.
Thanks again for sharing your time with us today, man.
My pleasure. I think I'm glad we got this done. It's
Me
cool.
too. Thank you.
Thank you both. I have you two. All right. Have a great daytime night.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
One.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right, that episode is done.
It's finished.
We're done with Ian Edwards for this episode.
It's finished. It's finito.
That was fun. Ian Edwards is an awesome guy, hilarious dude, and we're doing this outro like 2 weeks after we actually recorded with him.
Yeah.
Since then, we went to California and got to see him do stand up in person. Hilarious. Got to hang out with him and stuff at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, had a cocktail and chit-chatted.
Oh, we had more than
a
cocktail.
Well, we had a few.
So yeah, all right. That's it. Thank you for listening. We're gonna play out a song by. I found the song. I figured it would be perfect for Ian Edwards' episode because he's a vegan. This is by. I'm assuming this is pronounced Diesel. It's D-I-S-L. Diesel Automatic featuring TK the Artist.
Diesel. That's cool.
D-I-S-L. Diesel. Diesel Automatic. It's called No Beef.
I'm looking forward to this one. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Later, fuckers.
Yeah. Diesel Auto. Hey, TK. You got the forks, homie? You know we don't need no knives. We ain't with the beef. Squash it. Vegan. You know what we do. Get big on it. I ain't needing no beef. Cause you know that I'm a vegan. I ain't needing no beef. Compassion's what I believe in. I ain't needing no beef. Cause you know that I'm a vegan. I ain't needing no beef. No, my food was never screened. I ain't eating no beef, no pork, no fish, no chicken. Now people think I'm tripping cause I ain't eating no dairy, no eggs. But I stay well fed off the fruits and the veg cause I care about the animals and the environment. I care about my health. If it ain't vegan, I ain't buying it. I care about the planet. If it doesn't, we gon' die with it. People hating veganism without even trying it. It is not a diet. If you think it is, then you are wrong. It's a way of living where we choosing to reduce the harm that we cause to others, not only those in the human form. Cause humane slaughter's about as real as a unicorn. But if a unicorn was real, it'd be hunted and then killed by people so they could steal the horn from its head. The food that you're fed isn't food, it's an animal that's born to be dead. Bred to be murdered just for a burger. When you order meat, pain and suffering's what they serve you. There is no better, actually Yeah, maybe worse, go vegan, but first go and do your research. Yeah. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef, cause you know that I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef. Compassion's what I believe. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef, cause you know that I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef. No, my food was never screamed, never screamed, never screamed. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef, cause you know that I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef. Compassion's what I believe. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef.
Cause you know that I'm a vegan. Chill.
I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef.
This what I believe in. Let's go.
I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef.
Cause you know that I'm a vegan. Chill.
I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef.
I help you do a raw eating. Let's go. Got beef with beef. Let's go. A whole bunch of killers roaming the streets. I'm like, what's the point of killing yourself like a two-legged beast? They think it's a joke. Not only vegans that give out the grief. Animals cry too. Cruelty-free eats. Y'all looking like creeps, eating poison, take y'all seats. This for the beach, we got the message of we come in peace. We can make burgers with coconut meats. Thank you on trees and nutritional yeast. All this pain, suffering cease. No more hurricanes cracking the streets. Holistic doctors so getting clapped, contract briefs. Vaccines, now I said at least keep your beliefs. But when I see salads with meat, I get the creeps. Y'all on the toilet on your knees, eating cheese. Hip-hop and fitness, dropping gems, vegan's my witness. TK, plant-based business, vegan rapper, keep y'all the business. Hip-hop and fitness, dropping gems, vegan's my witness. TK, plant-based business, vegan rappers, give y'all the business.
I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef, cause you know that I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan. I ain't needing no beef, no beef, no beef. Compassion's what I believe.